Assalamu alaikum my viewers, this is Zainab and welcome back to my channel Historical Discussion. Today I have brought a very interesting topic. And my today's topic is Holocaust, one of the darkest chapter in the history of the world. Holocaust, as you can see, it has been written in front of you. It was an ordeal. My students, my viewers, what is an ordeal? Ordeal is a very unpleasant and prolonged experience. It is a very unpleasant and prolonged experience. An experience which is unpleasant, which is not pleasant. So Holocaust was an ordeal which was suffered by the Jews in Nazi Europe. That means when Europe was under the control of Nazi, created by Adolf Hitler. So Holocaust was the ordeal which was suffered by the Jews in Nazi Europe from 1933 till 1945. Conventionally, it was divided into two periods. What was divided into two periods? Holocaust. Holocaust was divided into two periods, before and after 1941. So in this video we are going to discuss about the division of Holocaust period. It was divided into two periods, before and after 1941. So the first period of Holocaust was occurred before 1941, and the second period was occurred after 1941. So in the first period, various anti-Semitic measures were taken in Germany and later Austria. What happened during the first period? In the first period, various anti-Semitic measures were taken in Germany. See, guys, I have highlighted anti-Semitic. In order to proceed, it's very important to understand what is an anti-Semitic. What does this word mean? Okay, one more thing, my viewers, I would like to say that you people can screenshot it. Okay, so let's discuss about anti-Semitic measure. What is anti-Semitic? Alright, anti-Semitism. It's very important to understand anti-Semitism first in order to proceed, in order to understand about Holocaust. As you can see, the note has been written down. Let's study. Hostility means unfriendly behavior, a behavior which is not friendly. Hostility towards and discrimination means differences. Hostility towards and discrimination against Jewish people in the late 19th and early 20th century. You people must be knowing how do we calculate 19th century, the year which began from 1800 till 1899 is known as 19th century, and the year which starts from 1900 till 1999 known as 20th century. So what happened in the late of 19th and early 20th century? In the late of 19th and early 20th century, it was strongly evident. That means it was strongly proved. It was strongly evident in France, Germany, Poland, Russia and elsewhere. Many Jewish emigrants. See, I have highlighted emigrant. What is an emigrant? An emigrant is a person who leaves a country or region to live in another country. So many Jewish immigrants, that means they flew from their own native land. Many Jewish immigrants fleeing from persecution or pogroms. It is pogrom, P-O-G-R-O-M-S, pogroms in southern eastern part of Europe to Britain and the USA. See, I have highlighted pogroms. What is pogrom? Listen to me very carefully. A mob attack approved. A mob, that means an angry crowd. A mob attack approved or condoned by authority, frequently against religious, racial or national minorities, most often against Jews. So the first The first pogrom occurred in the Ukraine following the assassination of Alexander II in 1881. Subsequently, there were many pogroms throughout Russia, causing many Russian Jews to emigrate to the USA and Western Europe and western part of Europe. After the revolution of 1905, anti-Semitic persecution increased. And was conducted on a large scale in Germany and eastern part of Europe after Hitler came to power. They led ultimately to the Holocaust. So, after First World War, early Nazi propaganda in Germany encouraged anti-Semitism, alleging Jewish responsibility for the nation's defeat. That means for the defeat of Germany. Nazi proclaimed that the defeat of Germany during the First World War was only and only because of Jewish. By 1933, Jewish persecution was active throughout the country. The final solution which Hitler worked for was to be a Holocaust or extermination of the entire Jewish race. Point to be noted. Holocaust, in other way, it can be said an extermination of the entire Jewish race. Some 6 million Jewish were killed in the Holocaust. So some 6 million Jewish were killed in the concentration camp before the defeat of Nazism in 1945. Another interesting word. See, I have highlighted this concentration camp. What is concentration camp? As you can see, yes, concentration camps. Concentration camps were originally a place in which non-combatants, see I have highlighted combatants. Combatant, what is non-combatant? A person, just a minute. A person who is not engaged in fighting during a war, especially a civilian or army doctor. So, originally a place in which non-combatants were accommodated, that means they used to live, as it was instituted by Lord Kitchener during the Second Boer War, which started from 1899 and ended in 1902. If you people are interested, then please comment, then please let me know by commenting that you people want to know about Second Boer War, so that I can make a video on it. Anyways, so concentration camps were originally a place in which non-combatants are people who are not engaged during a war, during fighting, especially civilians, then army doctor. So this was instituted, that this was started by Lord Kitchener during the Second Boer War, which began in 1899 and ended in 1902. See, I have highlighted Lord Kitchener. Let's know about Lord Kitchener. Who was he? Okay, he was a British soldier and the statesman. He was a British soldier and statesman. After defeating the Mahdist forces at Omdurman and reconquering Sudan in 1898, he served as the chief of staff from 1900 till 1902 in the Second Boer War and commander-in-chief in India from 1902 till 1909. So at the outbreak of World War I, he was made as the Secretary of State for War, in which capacity he was responsible for organizing the large volunteer army that eventually fought the war on the Western Front His commanding image appeared on recruiting posters urging, "Your country needs you." He died when the ship taking him to Russia was sunk by a mine. Okay, that's all about Lord Kitchener, who initiated a place where non-combatants were accommodated, which later on came to be known as concentration camp. The Boers, mainly women and children, were placed there officially for their own protection from Kitchener's scorched earth policy. In the transfer, excuse me, so in the Transvaal and Cape Colony, but actually to prevent them from aiding the guerrillas. Some 20,000 detainees died, largely as a result of disease which was arising because of unhygienic condition. So during the Nazi regime means government. During the Nazi regime in Germany 1933 to 1945, concentration camps became places in which to intern unwanted persons, especially Jewish people, but also Protestant and Catholic dissidents, then communists, gypsies, trade unionists, homosexuals, and people with disabilities, that means disabled people. As described by Goebbels in August 1934, camps to turn antisocial members of society into useful members by the most human means possible. They in fact came to witness depraved acts of torture, slave labor, horror, and mass murder on a scale unprecedented in any country in any century. I must say, it was one of the darkest chapters in the history of the world. Inhuman tortures were inflicted upon Jews, especially on Jewish people and other disabled people also. It's all about concentration camp. So anti-Semitism was a strong feature of society within the former Soviet Union, or we can say Russia, especially after Second World War, and remains a problem in eastern part of Europe and in the former Soviet republics. In Western Europe, especially in France and Germany, there has been an increase in racist violence by neo-Nazi groups since the 1990s. Holocaust, the ordeal which was suffered by the Jews in Nazi Europe from the 1933 to 1945, conventionally it was divided into two periods, before and after 1941. So in the first period, various anti-Semitic measures were taken in Germany and later Austria. In Germany, after the Nuremberg laws, that means Nuremberg law was passed in 1935, Jews lost citizenship rights. What happened according to the Nuremberg law, which was passed in 1935? Jewish people lost citizenship rights in Germany, the right to hold public office, to practice their profession, intermarriage with Germans, or use public education. Their property and businesses were registered and sometimes sequestrated, that means confiscated. Continual acts of violence were perpetrated against them, and official propaganda encouraged Germans to hate and fear them. As intended, the result was mass emigration, halving the 500,000 German and Austrian Jewish population by the start of the Second World War. So this was all about the first phase of Holocaust. Now let's study about the second phase of Holocaust. The second phase, which was occurred during the Second World War, was from 1941, spread to Nazi occupied Europe, and this process involved forced labor. My goodness, the condition became worse. And this process involved forced labor, mass shooting, and concentration camp, which we studied few minutes ago, the latter being the basis of the Nazi final solution, that is Endlösung of the so-called Jewish problem through mass extermination in gas chambers, where they used to kill people within 10 seconds. Harmful gas, through harmful gas. The last stages of the final solution were decided. So the last stages of the concentration camp were decided upon at the Nazi conference that was held in Wannsee in 1944. At this conference, the cross-tax plan and schedule were laid down, which was to be carried out by Adolf Eichmann. As you can see, I have highlighted Adolf Eichmann. Who was Adolf Eichmann? He was the German administrator and was responsible for carrying out Hitler's final solution, that means concentration camp, extermination of the Jewish race. So Adolf Eichmann from 1906 till 1962. He was a German administrator and was responsible for carrying out Hitler's final solution and for administering the concentration camps in which more than 6 million Jews were perished. After the war, that means after the end of the Second World War in 1945, he went into hiding in Argentina, but in 1960 he was traced by Israeli agent, abducted, tried and subsequently executed. So during the Holocaust, an estimated more than 6 million Jews were died. Out of a population of 3 million Jews in Poland, less than 500,000 Jews were remain in 1945, while Romania, Hungary, Lithuania also suffered grievously. The Holocaust has raised many severe problems concerning the nature of Europe's civilization and also about the influence of Christianity. The Roman Catholic Church knew what was happening but failed to raise its voice in protest. So my viewers, this was all about Holocaust. I hope you all have understood, you all have liked this video. That's all for today. Inshallah, we'll be back with some more interesting videos soon. By that time, stay at home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.